and it's late. Why? Well, short story, I'm in my third outfit of the day. And I'm gonna take a shower after stream. So, um, I went and I got cleaned up as best I could. I'll deal with stuff later. But, hopefully, I got all the scuff out of the way IRL, and, there'll be less scuff to deal with on the stream, right? I mean, we can hope. Alright. Hey Deadlight, how's it going? Hey Bootsy, how's it going? Welcome in. Alright. Oh, let's see. Alright. I was staring at this earlier. I was trying to figure out what I like better. So this is kind of the one I found out after fiddling with stuff, and then post stream I kind of added some of the reflections, the light, there you go, the light going through the shadow because she's transparent. Oh, let's see, is it right here? But I don't know how bright or dark she should be in the environment. I think I like some of the orange and stuff from this, but it's almost too much. And if I put it sort of layered over, it just desaturates the orange. So I don't know, we're gonna play with it. I might just out that's not the answer. That is not the answer. Ooh, what the fuck? Ooh, that's not... Alright, that's not quite right either, but that looks neat. I just like to check through these sometimes. They have, ooh, really interesting effects. Sometimes you find something that works. Do-do-do, do-do-do-do. So, mostly got confirmation from my commissioner that this looks good. They're fine with me doing this sort of... Oh, I kind of like the soft light. Oh, the soft light might be it. It's kind of best of both worlds. There's a few things. So I'd want to change stuff on this layer. I should have filled some of the facets in on a different layer. How much do I want to keep messing with stuff? That's the other thing. Yes, yes. The light reflections on the ground are looking yummy. Yes, I think they really sell that it's like a transparent material that's letting light pass through it from the sunset. Alright, so I'm kind of sitting here taking it in. I'm thinking about it a bit. I haven't really looked at this too much since last week. Once again, I like to come at stuff with fresh eyes. So I've been working on some other goodies. And this one's been sitting, patiently waiting for me to get back around and take a look. So, I really like the effect I've got going on some parts of the legs. I don't know if I can get that effect going everywhere else. Hey Rampage, how's it going? Alright. Whew. What do I want to try? Like, I'm trying to figure out how to handle the different layers. So I've kind of got my liner layer. It's the fun thing about experimenting with stuff, but also you're just kind of off-roading and exploring. You don't really know exactly what's in store. I keep feeling like this gets a very green looking hue when I get the lamplight in it. Maybe if I erase out some of the glowy spots so that they kind of fit within the facets and stuff. I don't know. We'll see. Another good thing. Let's do save, and then we'll do save as. And I'm gonna make a backup file. And just make a second file all together. Save as. And then this way, no matter what, if I don't like what I do, I at least have the original before I went too far, and I'm able to come back and do what I need. So my main problem with this piece is contrast, right? You want to have a lot of bright points, and then you want to have some dark points. So I'm really trying to make sure we draw some bright points in, because this right here is essentially going to be the image. I'm going to make a wider, like, environmental picture, and then crop it in a little bit closer. Probably a little bit wider than that. Just depends where I want. But I want stuff to be in the composition. Ooh, I know. Alright. I'm gonna do this, and then I can scoot it, rather than just guessing a bunch. To keep the whole mountain in the image. I don't want that. That'll probably be something more like that. So what I'm trying to do right now is figure out where my image is going to stop, because I do want to do a wider environmental piece, but I also I don't want to render too far outside of where I have to. So, kind of looking at on the placement of stuff, putting these two kind of on this crossroad, and the horizon up on the other, like, third line. So I'm going to duplicate, and then I'm going to shrink this, and then see if I want to make anything kind of in a tighter frame, if it still works. Sort of loses like the tundra background, but so planning is always good. Saves you work down the road. If you might run into things you don't need to mess with, you know? You're like, okay, yeah, not gonna actually draw over there. But sometimes it helps to plan further than you need to draw, so that you can get like a better grasp on where things are. So, I don't know. I think I actually want to make the big one even larger. Wait a second. No, I want to paint more of the backdrop. Hold on. I went on a spree. I was like, I'm going to paint a background, and I'm like, hey, yeah, you know what? I want to paint a waterfall. Sure, could be the corner of a building, but it'll be the corner of a building with a waterfall. Sometimes I just see stuff though, and I'm so inspired. I'm like, I have to do this. The muse has possessed me. It must be drawn. Alright. So, I can kind of see where I want the most focus, where I want to actually make stuff look good, and then I won't really do anything on these outer edges because it's most likely going to be cropped. And so just kind of recognizing that really helps. So I'm going to probably stick this as, does a multiply help, or do I have to do... There we go. Make it a purple color so I can kind of see through it a bit. Alright, so I want to focus on making sure I get some contrast going and making the last little bits look like crystal. Alright, I have my game plan. I know what I'm trying to do. Time to pray to art gods and hope it comes out good. Nah, I have faith in the process. So part of, like, I don't actually know exactly what I'm doing. Part of this is just kind of feeling it out and trying how different things work, or how they feel. And sometimes you just try a bunch of different stuff till you find something you like. When you know-ish better what you're doing is when you've done something a bunch of times, so you've already run into all the trial and errors. Like, I don't know, even people who are really good at crafting once in a while, they're just like, this project is coming along easier than expected. I'm not actually having any issues with it. So once in a while you get stuff that comes along and it actually is fairly easy. but it's not often. Most things are a struggle. Where the heck did that come from? Is it the lamp layer? Is it a different layer? What's the rectangle? Where did it come from? Alright, I'll stop clicking with my mouse. Oh, it's on that layer. Oh, Roger. That makes sense. Alright. Oh look, the snow's gone. Oh yeah, I started to add some footprints in the snow, but I stopped because I was like, I didn't know how far back they needed to really go. Alright, let me take a drink of my beverage real quick. It is the time where I crave Pepsi, I guess. The rare soda time. Alright. Cross your fingers. I've got this! The answer is, the canvas is very large. Sometimes I work in 350 DPI, and when I give it to the commissioner, I will downsize it to 300 DPI because it'll squish the pixels and blend things a little smoother. I guess that's another hack. Let compression blend for you. Is that what I'm doing? It hides smaller imperfections when there's no pixels to hold the imperfections. The logic's there. Anyways, so since I'm going to crop some of it off, the final one will also probably end up being, oh, I don't know, like 9 to 10 inches wide by maybe like 6 or 7 tall. And then the one cropped in smaller than that will be a lot smaller, but yeah, always work in larger resolutions and save to a smaller file if needed. But also beware at certain points your computer might throw a fit because it's trying to do too much, so find the balance that your computer can handle. Oh man, I don't want to work on this. I got this. Oh no, this is the hard part of doing commissions. I want to work on this. I need to work on this. I'm so close to finishing this, and I'm having that like, I don't want to do it. What if I fuck it up? What if I ruin it? And I think it's really important to just remind you guys, like, those are really normal emotions. It just reminds me of when I was a kid, and a lot of my friends lived on the lake, and I would go over to their house and swim. So we would take turns running and jumping into the water off of the ends of docks and stuff, and It was always easier to just run and jump in than it was to walk up to the edge of the dock and jump in for some reason, especially like at the very beginning of the season when it's finally warm enough to like go swimming. So it was just like, it's kind of that same feeling where you've already stood at the end of the dock and you've like, oh no, I don't want to jump. But it's warm out, and you know if you jump in the water, it's nice and cool. You know? And so one of us would be the first one to jump in, and we were nuts though. We'd go out when it was really cold. And then we would jump off the dock into the cold water, climb up the ladders, and then run back up the lawn and go get in the hot tub. We'd have to hose off with the hose, but that generally wasn't as cold as the lake water. People are like, oh, have you heard of polar bear swimming? And I'm like, no, but after hearing about what polar bear swimming is, I'm not surprised. All right, I got this. Let's try, curious about what? Erasing some of the glowing layer. All right. Don't think about it too much. Just make some art. I'm always afraid of ruining stuff. But, you know. Something breaking eggs to make an omelet? Don't break the crystal pony. Will not make omelet. You know what? What did I say at the beginning? Nature's random. Maybe I'm trying too hard. I'll play with some stuff and see. This is just like highlights glowing. Oh, I wanted to see about, speaking of highlights, I want to kind of find... Why are her bangs that bright? What layer did I do that on? Is that just what color they are? At the base? Jeez. Yeah. I just made those yellow. Sure. You know? Sure. Alright. I need to start deleting some of the layers I don't need, so I'm not weeding through these extra things anymore. Delete that. Ooh. This makes me want to do some sort of, Oh, she would glow though, huh? She would emanate light. Oh. That looks nice. I like that. That made something. She should be emitting some light herself, I think. I didn't even think of that. Sometimes you have to rip the bandage off. Yeah. Is there like blizzard snow texture available, or do I just have to do... I mean, guess it's still the same. Never mind. Why look for a brush when I can just make particles, I guess. It's fine. Alright, what did I do? Probably took the spray one and did a little bit everything. So let's do... No, we're freezing? We're frozen? Alright, we're good. Just had a second there. Alright, yeah. Lots of fine particles. Yeah, sure, it looks like giant clumps of snow. And I don't like that one. What's this? Eh, fuck it. Fuck. Add it. Try it again. Delete it. It's all fine. And then let's do... I think I have some kind of brush that does frost, ice. Maybe try something like this. No, that looks like it's on the window. Snowflakes? Snow... I don't know. It's supposed to be a blizzard. We'll see what happens. Are these real snowflakes? They are. I feel like maybe no snowflakes right now. Yeah, no, that's fine, that's fine. Maybe like the sand. Or the dappled light, maybe? That's pretty good. I just want something that's going to be kind of, like how hard it is to see in a blizzard, you know? Maybe you don't know. It's hard to see in a blizzard. I went looking for videos of blizzards before. I do a lot of research on my commissions. One of the reasons I charge what I do is so that if somebody asks for, I don't know, pony in a snowstorm, I can go, what the does a snowstorm look like, you know? And spend the time to research how it looks, the textures, the, you know, so when the winds are blowing high enough, it like picks up dust particles, kind of like when you see the wind blow dust or like things like that. So let's see. Filter. Distort. Motion blur. Bleh. Motion blur. Let's make this smaller. That's sad. The windows come up different sizes. I can't make that consistent. I'm so sorry. Alright, so I'm gonna make the blur strong. Angle it. Whoa. Directions. Forward. No, backward. That's cool. It's like a bunch of shooting stars. That might not be what I want then. Like both directions. Then trying to find what strength works so it kind of gives the effect I want. The other fun thing. So let's find the angle. Alright, so do I want it more blurred or less? more is better. Alright. So I lost some opacity, right? Easy way to fix it, go duplicate the layer and then you kind of reduce. Sometimes it can help. That really didn't blur the background, did it? Or was it? Oh no, I guess not really. That might be something to do on a different layer then. Is that how I like? I think the fine ones kind of don't work. They're like too fine almost. The original one I had looks fine. Why can't I do that again? Alright, so let's see what I did and see if I can mimic what I liked. Why can't I use this one? Because if I erase all the shit around there, it erases out the snow. Alright, so I think I'm onto something. I just used maybe too many of the fine particles. It looks like there's a lot less, but the large ones look about the same. So I'm gonna just try to see if we can get that this time. Then I'm gonna delete the other two, and I'm gonna try to do that kind of fog type effect on its own layer this time. Alright, let's see how this goes. So I can't make some of the brushes larger, but what I guess I can do is just make the layer bigger. Yeah. Do, 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 do. Alright, let's try blur, motion blur, both directions, angle, and more blur. Let's try this. Oh, you hate working and driving in snowstorms? I can fucking imagine. Oh no! Alright, let's bump that up a bit. I'm not sure why I like the original one so much, and everything else I'm like, no. Because that's similar. But if I go back to that layer, I guess it's not as bad. Alright, heck. I'm just gonna try to make this layer work. Fuck. I give up. Ooh, so for those who don't know, I have been dealing with a pretty large backlog just due to various events and injuries, and you know, there's no paid time off here. So just doing the weekend streams I've been doing has been pretty nice, and I've been able to avoid accumulating more backlog, which means with this one and one other one almost done, yeah, I'm excited. It's the best I've felt about things in a little while, so there's ways out. If you feel trapped under backlog, there's hope. All right. What else do I have going here? So the reason I'm kind of scribbling around the outer edge of this, even if the shadow edge is smooth, because the character is smooth, light, smooth, snow, not smooth, so it makes sense to have some uneven shapes and edges here. Once again, nature's very rarely perfect, and what it is, it's pretty much by accident. Alright. Sometimes progress is deciding you liked what you started out with to begin with. You know? Alright. I can do this. I can do this. We've got this. I really want this to come out really, really well. So, I have a question for everybody. I'm gonna try to give multi-streaming another go, so I can stream to Twitch and YouTube at the same time. Would you guys like more YouTube streams if I were to do, basically just multi-stream both? And instead of trying to catch my one YouTube stream on Wednesdays and catch my other random streams on Twitch whenever, essentially you would just be able to catch it on either one. Twitch VODs don't really stay around that long. They're not that great for like long-term staying power. They kind of get lost to time, so. I've drawn a few things over there, and I'm like, oh, I'm kind of sad that wasn't on YouTube. Or I'm like, oh, if I work on this, you guys are going to miss out. I'm like, huh. If I just did both, then you wouldn't have to miss out at all, huh? Yeah, you just follow where the streams are. That's fair, that's fair. Although, it's nice if you have the options, I suppose. Not everyone's as fond of Twitch. Although, it is really hard to beat the capabilities for just interaction. I feel like those are really good. Alright. Wait, no, I want these ones to be blue. I have a bunny hutch. Okay, well, I've got a chicken, but I just kind of got chicken randomly when my hip was down. But I have a lot of food allergies, and I can like actually eat eggs. They're a pretty big staple. So being able to have something that creates eggs nonstop is it's pretty neat. I'm like, all right. But because I hurt my hip, I wasn't able to get her coop. I was like, oh no, now I have a chicken and she has no coop. What am I gonna do? And she was in a, like a dog kennel for short term just because, you know, it works for the time being. And it gives her shelter and shit. So, like, but long term, it's not really what I want to leave her in. And she was supposed to come with a coop. But they had to get rid of the coop while I was down, so I was like, yeah, it's understandable. You can't really hold on to stuff forever. So I just wish I had a heads up that they were getting rid of it, so I could have tried to maybe arrange something. But, you know, turns out my sister had a bunny for a little bit, and hasn't had one for a while, so there's a bunny hutch that is not being used, and you know what? A chicken is just the right size for a bunny hutch. So I'm really fucking confused, you guys. Because I've got a chicken named Pigeon, and she's living in a bunny hutch. I don't think I know what any of those animals are, really. They're all the same thing. For sure, if I've got time to stream, you'll be here. Hey, okay, that's good. We'll see how it goes. I will, I'll try it out first, you know? See how it goes. If it doesn't work, or like, maybe Twitch interaction is just too chaotic, it's not chill vibes, then, we can always keep those two separate. We'll see. But, you know, we can try. And if stuff works, we keep it, and if it doesn't work, we don't. That's how we evolve and find new things. Says the person who will order the same thing anytime I go out to eat, because I'm terrified I never go out to eat, and I don't want to order food I don't like, so... I'm very stuck in my ways. I'm like, creature of habit. Not stuck in my ways, I'm a creature of habit. I will change my way, but it gives me anxiety. You'll see what's confusing. There's a tool called Tree Smudge. I downloaded it forever ago, and it's one of my favorite blending tools in Clip Studio. It's just like this weird little kind of billowy, cloudy looking texture, but I really like it. I feel like it's picking up the different shades really well. I don't know. We'll see. I keep saying I like stuff and then I erase it. It's a process. We're working on it. See, yeah, Bootsy, if you're not over on Twitch and stuff, then you're missing out on streams. I'm failing ya. Should make them available everywhere. Then you can have all scuts all the time. No! If you have too much scuts, you will explode. Have a moderate amount of scuts. Remember to do other things. Exist. There is no moderation here. Only gremlin! Let's see. Maybe if I do... Ooh, is sparkling water? Hmm? Do. Oh, shit. I misread one of my brushes. I can't tell you what I thought it said. Oh. The name of the brush is Vane's pen. I'll tell you that part. I was like, what? I don't remember that brush. We're blurring more stuff around. What else? I think that's about good. What happens if I make it glow? Alright, the shadow is one of my favorite parts right now. But the problem is, it's only coming from back there. I'm thinking so hard right now. It's fine. I knew this wasn't going to be easy when I picked what I picked to do, because I've never done this before. Probably could have started, like, you know, painting some gemstones, you know, practiced. But no, I'm just gonna hardcore parkour, just like go run straight up the wall. I mean, you still need to practice really for parkour. Don't just go parkour off of things. All right. Which one's my... Where's my line art? That one. Alright. Alright. Is this difficult? Maybe. It's fine. I don't know. I don't mind when stuff is a bit of a struggle, just because then I feel like in the end it's more rewarding when you succeed. It's why I do like to learn new stuff and push my skills. Do. I get bored without a challenge. trying to clean up some of the stray sketch lines here now that I've got more of it kind of working as is. I feel like these oranges and stuff, like, trying to work on the color balance in this scene is what's really hard. It's looking good though, I'm liking this. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna save this. I am out of water. I am out of water. Alright. I've been doing for an hour. Alright, sure. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna run to the restroom, get more water, and then we're gonna keep doing this. I think I just need to trust the process and render down out the tail and stuff. I'm not super happy with the face. There are parts that I like and there are parts that I don't like. So I think what I might do is go and tackle a few of the parts where I feel like it's not looking that good. Like, real quick, maybe to just highlight like which parts I'm talking about. Like, I really like this area I like, and then like this area I like the legs. I guess I like the legs. The legs are okay. Everything down here is okay. The parts I don't really like, I would say, are this section here. I don't think they look really like they line up very well across like the surface. They just, like how this one is in the shape of the chest muscles. This part of the horse's body is very round and barrely, and none of these shapes really convey that. They're very like, they almost like look like it's very flat or skinny. So I might see if maybe we'll take this and we'll just kind of draw some contour lines so that I can think about the shape of things. Because like that's kind of where that came from, is thinking about things in the stained glass kind of style I do. And there's kind of similar thoughts where what natural shaped things already are, and trying to break pieces into complementary shapes, you know? Horses aren't covered in a bunch of facets and tiny little, so, you know, it's difficult to do I want to change the neck? Then I think that this area just needs like some more just like random shapes and stuff, but I kind of gave up, I think, doing the mane and the tail too much. But I really like how I came in and did some of these like chunked out shapes. I don't know, I think they look pretty cool. Kind of want to do some more of that, so I think I'm gonna erase that portion out in the middle and see if I can make that shaped better, because I can even see against my sketch how this looks like it doesn't have the same dimension. I could erase it and decide I hate it because everything else is already working with what's there, but you know, we'll find out. I might even be able to work with some of the shapes that were already there and just kind of alter them slightly. So we'll see. Alright, let me save this and then, alright, I'll be right back. I really like the shadow. I think the shadow also really lends to the fact that she's made of crystal. Let's just make her semi-transparent. She's a ghost now. Actually, that kind of does work. Alright. I shall return. Oh, it's also getting dark. I need to turn some lights on. That's why I'm like... It feels so late. I mean, I know I got on late, but yeah, the sun's going down early. Alright, give me just a second. I'll be back in about 5 minutes. I am back. Trying to decide what I want to do. Let's see. Ooh, adding little glowy bits where the light's kind of catching is really cool. Alright, so I really liked that glowing kind of feel, so I'm trying to do it maybe on some legs. We'll see. It's all erasable. Oh yeah, that's perfect. She's brighter than a lamp. Behold the lamp. We have become the lamp. All right. I didn't erase it. I turned it red. Yeah, that's about right. All right. So try to do, let's use the right brush. All right, I'm gonna try to do something similar so I don't have to change too much under. I'm just gonna give maybe a bit more of a curve. So I might actually be muting just so that I can focus. I'm really having to think, and I'm wondering if the reason I wasn't struggling, and then I was, is just because I'm trying to do something difficult and split my attention. I still really want to stream this. If you guys want to still ask questions and stuff, I'll unmute and like interact with chat, but if I don't have anything in particular to say, rather than find something to talk about and split my focus, I'm just going to sort of give this everything. All right, I'm gonna name this layer because I keep looking for my line art. Or as close to my line art as I get. My edges. My seams. The edges of my facets. Alright. So I think I just need to make her tail fit some of this, and then So I don't know. I kind of think the middle section is looking more like it's curved along the right shapes now compared to before. I'll mess with some of the colory bits so they fit with the contour better, but I think so part of what maybe I'm not liking this part of her face just looks like it's really flat. So I might redo part of this so that her cheek looks like it has more dimension. We'll see. Yeah. And I also need to try to do some sort of highlights. I think I said I was going to do them like 6 times and I keep wandering off. I'm like, what was I doing again? Oh yeah. Wait, what was I doing again? Oh yeah. You know, just bounce around until it's done, that's all. Let's see what happens. I did that in such a pale yellow. Maybe if I do it in more of a orange with it, maybe that will help. It's like trying to do math, but there's not numbers, it's just horse. Alright, so all I'm really trying to do right now is find some spots where I think it would look good, and adding some sort of random geometric-ish shape things, kind of like everywhere else, to just simulate random facets on the face and just kind of what's reflecting through. So I'm just gonna keep going until it's looking pretty good. Just trying different spots, seeing if one patch looks good, if one looks bad. I still haven't done the highlights. No. Gosh, alright. I'll have to try again. Alright. So, yeah, we're just going. What happens? All right. Easy. I suppose. Ooh, I almost just swallowed wrong, but I didn't. I always hate that. Like, come on. I've had 30 something years. I can figure out how to, like, not choke on my own spit, for fuck's sake. Alright, so, I was kind of doing all of this sort of geometrical patterning on the rest of the body, but I kind of was not sure if I was gonna like it or not, I think. So the end result was that I did not finish. I just kind of left the hair hanging. Like, yeah, let's go back and fix that. So let's go back and fix that. Tub Thumpin' just came on. Tis my jam right now. So one thing on Twitch, I can have different music. Not sure how to handle that for multi-stream, so we'll find out. I just wanted to add shiny spots because fucking, yeah? Why not? Why? You know? You know? I need it. So I did it. Alright. Definitely feel like I can focus a little bit better when I'm not trying to talk constantly. So I'm still trying to make sure I like pop in and see what's going on. But chat has been quiet, so I've just been going forward. Ooh. Would she have accumulated ice and snow? Like the signpost? I can't decide if I'm getting further or closer, because I feel like I just kind of cluttered what was going on. Some of it I like, some of it I don't. The hard thing is zooming in too close and not being able to see how it looks from far back. But if you're too far back, it's hard to see. Oh well. Between a rock and a hard place, something. Because I want this to look good, but I'm kind of concerned this is very... not visually clear. I got further away from that. It's okay. I may switch to just finishing up the backdrop. And we'll see how the rest goes. Just like, what if I take the same color and I smear it in the middle of everything? I don't know. Kind of looks right-ish, maybe? Oh boy. Oh, I'm feeling it's just not doing it. There's parts I like, but I don't know what parts I like. Ugh. No! Alright. This might just be one I have to struggle with on my own. Some of this feels like it's so close to what I want. Like, I don't want to stop because I feel like I'm so close. Like, I'm almost there, but I can't. Oh, I like that. Again, is it visually confusing though? No, it reads like it's high points and sparkles. In a boggy marsh. Sorry. I like this. The dots make it look like it's got little sparkly bits. And the one she got started running insane. Oh no, I can't. I gotta be careful. YouTube will get me. No yawning. I'm not allowed to be tired. Alright, actually, I guess I did a lot today. I moved around a lot of stuff, and I've been stuck being fairly stationary while I was recouping, so it makes sense. I hauled the chicken coop outside, which I then had to like go rest after. Like, alright, I'm not about to hurt my hip and push it so far that I have to cancel the stream. Then I sprayed myself with the hose while I was changing my chicken's water. So I got like chicken water backsplash on me, which was gross. And then I was just completely soaked after that. I was like, really? I fucking guess. And then I went ahead. This is one of the reasons it took me so long to fucking get on today. So I finished that. And I was like, okay. So it was like taking a minute to go get it outside, and then I had to rest. So I wasn't expecting to have to like rest for a minute before I could hose it down. Then after I hosed it down, I had to like scrub down and get get a new like outfit to wear, because I was completely covered in like little bits of straw and everything. So I changed, and then of course the next task I had to do, I got completely covered in dust. I'm like, no. So then I was just like, I'm gonna walk to the store and get a Pepsi and a chocolate. So by the time I went to go for a walk to try to perk my mood back up, I was on my third outfit of the day. Thankfully nothing happened on my walk where I had to change my clothes though. Like, woof. I fall often enough though. God. Alright, let's see. like having these little like beaded light parts. I think these are good. Because that's something that I think glass really does do, and crystals do really well, is they kind of have these weird little glowy high points. All right. Ah. All right. I'm trying to use all of my brain cells. I think parts of it look good, and other parts could look better. I'm going. We're doing this. Till I get to the point where I'm like, nope and out. We're just gonna go. I'm not sure how long we've been streaming for. 2.5 hours. Yeah, I don't know. I won't go too much longer. 3 hours seems to be pretty good for YouTube. Although, was it last night? I got a 6-hour stream in? Was it last night? Tuesday? Tuesday, yeah, that was last night. Barely remember. It was an artistic fugue. All I could think of was cute OCs. All right. Oh no. Alright, I have to use the restroom again. I like this though. We're getting somewhere, I feel like. I'm liking some of this. Some of the spots I feel like I'm getting the texture I want. So, give me just a second. I don't know. We've been going for 2.5 hours almost. I feel like for 2 hours I have not made a lot of progress. I wanted to have this done. It does look better. I added facets to the hair. And I fixed the midsection, but I feel like I added too many pieces there now. So, I don't know. This one might take a little more picking out to finish. I wanted to finish this today. I really, really did. But it is never worth rushing something I feel like I'm this close to doing really, really well with. So, alright. Oh gosh, yeah, we are almost at 8:30. That is late. Oh, and I need to eat dinner. Goodness. Alright. Yeah, it's time to wrap the stream up for today. I might work on this a little bit offline, just so that I can kind of work out the last little bits. But you've kind of seen my process. You've seen how I've picked at stuff, and the way I'm kind of starting to feel it out. So, I'm not gonna make this one wait till next Wednesday for me to finish it, but you've seen the majority of the process. I think from here, it's just got a few tweaks and tidying up to do, so, yeah. Well, with that, I'm gonna go ahead and take off and get some food, so I'm not just eating, Pepsi and chocolate. Take care, have a good one, and I can't wait to see what we get up to, next Wednesday. It'll be a new thing. I'll show you how far I got on this. And, ooh, I know what we'll do. Here, look at this. We'll do this real quick. Let's see. Open. I've got a ref sheet I've been working on. Boom. This one. We'll work on her next week. We got a ref sheet to do. So that'll be a good one. I bet I can make really good progress on the line work on this. So let's see how far I get on this one next week, alright? Sounds good. We'll keep burning down the backlog. I've got a big chunk done. We're gonna keep going. And I appreciate you joining me on my journey to do so. It's fun streaming and chatting. Honestly, it's just what I do. You know, if it wasn't this, you know, it was back in school, kids gathering around the table watching me draw at lunch. So, it's rad to see how technology kind of brings forth the things I did anyways and enjoyed, and now I get to share it with a wider audience. So don't forget to hit like and tell the stream and YouTube that this was fun and that more people should join. That's definitely how the algorithm works. Take care, have a good one, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.